Hey guys, Mr. Gaming here, welcome back to a brand new video. Today what we're going to be doing is another episode of Honest Reviews. Now, last time we did Battlefield 1, you guys actually smashed it. It got a lot more stuff than I thought it actually was going to, which is really cool. And today we're basically going to be looking at the Xbox Scorpio, not the Xbox One, not the Xbox S, because that is basically just a smaller version. Though it has some improvements, it doesn't really stand up to the Xbox Scorpio. And obviously the PS4 announced yesterday that they were going to do the PS4 Pro, but also the PS4 Slim. Now, I'm not going to count the PS4 Slim as anything because I literally don't see any difference whatsoever, to be honest. Not really much point in it, whereas the PS4 Pro may have a few benefits. Right, so we're going to do it in topics. Now, the first one is going to be looks. Now, obviously, this is kind of hard to do because the Xbox Scorpio doesn't actually have a look yet. Like, we've only seen basically what's inside it, and that's literally about it. That's all the information we've got. There's obviously some speculation of what it'll look like, but there's not really much to look at. So I'm going to be kind of basing it off the Xbox S, because that might be what it looks like. So that's basically what I'm going to be going off of for this. So for looks-wise, I think if it looks like the Xbox S I think looks very good. I think it looks very good in white. It's a very clean design. It's quite small and stuff like that. The PS4 Pro, I'm not a fan of the design. I think it looks really weird how they've got a 3-layered thing. It's a little bit big for an upgraded thing, and you'd think if it's upgrading to a higher quality, usually they put them a bit smaller down. So I don't really understand why they would do this, because it is quite big, to be honest. So for looks, I'm going to have to say if it goes like the Xbox S, then I would go with that for looks-wise. But obviously, we don't really know what it looks like so far. So I'm not really judging it that much by looks, but that's just basically a quick look at it. For processors, they both have an 8-core processor. We don't actually know the clock speed so far. The reason we don't know it for the Scorpio is purely down to the fact that it's coming out next year, whereas the PS4 Pro is actually coming this year. I think. I'm pretty sure that's. I'm pretty sure that is that's true. But on the other side, the PS4 Pro is using the same or a very similar chip found in the standard PS4 with a slight boost, obviously, to clock speed, to boost the clock speed. But it hasn't actually been confirmed if it has been upgraded or anything like that. So speed in processor-wise and stuff, it's basically the same in both, I would say. It may be a little bit higher in the Scorpio. So far, the Scorpio is actually winning. Comment down below, actually, now, what you think is probably going to be the winner. I'm going to actually say the Xbox Scorpio is probably going to be the better option out of the two. Next up, we have GPU and memory bandwidth. Xbox Scorpio, this is actually like one of the bits that actually define the two. The PS4 Pro has 4.12 teraflops. Is it teraflops? Yes, it's teraflops. Yes, it's 4.12. And the Scorpio has 6 teraflops. Now, if you don't know what a teraflop is, it's basically a unit of speed, and it's equal to 1 million. I think that's correct. I'm not. Don't like judge me if that's wrong. But so yeah, obviously the Xbox Scorpio is basically demolishing that. So the graphics memory is one of the only two places where we can actually obviously see a difference. But obviously, if the Pro's figures are accurate, they haven't been fully confirmed yet, so we don't actually know too much. The Xbox Scorpio will likely have around 8 GB of graphic memory, but we don't know this if this is like an actual fact. But the Pro does actually have 8 as well. But in terms of memory bandwidth, which is a super important thing when it comes down to 4K and VR, which are basically the main kind of priorities at the moment for the two consoles, the Scorpio actually just wins just straight up wins, because the PS4 Nano has 320 GB per second of bandwidth against 218 gigabytes per second. That's just a bit of a difference, really, isn't it? It just that's basically the main thing that obviously completely splits the two. Obviously, the Pro figure isn't confirmed, and it comes from basically a rumour, but it is most likely gonna be the correct thing. But Obviously, they could upgrade it in the upcoming bits and pieces of the next month. We could get some more information on it, but we're not too sure. So, like I said earlier, the Expo Scorpio will be capable of 6 teraflops, while the Pro is only going to get 4.2. So, yeah, that's where the main difference probably comes to. So, basically, as a summary, no matter which way you basically take it, the Pro and the Scorpio are basically very different. It depends. It's basically down to your preference, to be fair. I mean, the PS4 is probably going to be a little bit cheaper. I wouldn't be surprised actually if they were the same. They obviously both have a terabyte of memory, which is quite a lot of memory. So obviously that's a good thing. But Sony and Microsoft are going to be keen to tackle the 4K, which I, to be honest, don't think they should be focusing that much on, because the amount of people who actually have 4K TVs isn't a lot. So it's basically pointless. But obviously VR as well, a lot of people are going to be getting that. And yeah, that's basically all the information we've got so far. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. But like, subscribe, and it's out.